Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, did you see this crazy footage of this bridge collapsing in China? And they made a big fuss about it, and it was supposed to be this amazing bridge, and the whole thing has collapsed. And I thought, is this a harbinger of what is happening to China? I've been following a lady called Lei, 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 and she speaks Chinese. Well, she is Chinese, but she has very, very excellent videos on what's actually happening in China. I'm assuming she doesn't live in China because she would be arrested by now. She has such good information about the leadership of China. She believes that uh, Xi Jinping, Xi Jinping is either seriously ill or he has passed, and who we are seeing are body doubles. And she backs that up about how many meetings have been canceled that were never canceled before. She had a really good video about that was not Xi Jinping that met Donald Trump. Whether Trump knew about it, I don't know. So this bridge that they were bragging about and would post all the time, look at the construction, and this is, top quality Chinese engineering, and, bragging around the world, and had big production. It's only a couple of months old, and the whole thing collapsed today. So I want to know, is this a harbinger of China collapsing? This lady that I follow, Lee, I think I've posted some of her videos in the community section. Go have a look at that in the posts. And she says that China is trillions of dollars in debt, that they do not have the population that they state they have. $1 billion hospital recently went bankrupt in China. She believes that the end is near for the Chinese Communist Party. And it's not just wishful thinking. She has a lot of really good points. So, this bridge collapsing in China, is this a harbinger, or is this, death card? My Four of Swords is my death card. Well, it's a sick bed. And you either get out of the sick bed feet down or feet first. Everyone asks, what's feet first? Well, if you die in bed, they come and get you on a gurney, and you go out of your house feet first. Feet down is you feel better, and you put your feet down, you get yourself up, and you get off the sick bed. Is this a symbol and symbology of what's really going on in China? Is China about to collapse? There's signs of the universe all over if you know what to look for. Is China about to collapse? Is China about to collapse? There's a film of that bridge collapsing, but I don't want to get a copyright strike, so that's why I just put the picture. But you can go online and just Google bridge collapsing in China. You can see it's all on film. So I don't know if that's security cameras or what captured it. Ooh, Knight of Swords, attacking with words. They're not moving on. There's some inertia going on in China right now. They can't seem to put their finger on what's missing. They're stuck in old ways. Wow, the Hermit in reverse. They're feeling very lonely right now. They're feeling like they have no friends in the world, whether that's Russia or Venezuela, or right, because we have BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Wow, they are embattled, really embattled, and really embarrassed. Nine of Wands in reverse is embarrassment that you didn't complete your project. You still have lots to do in the future. If you look at the Nine of Wands upright, you've learned your lessons. You're quite embattled, but you've battled through and you've learned your lessons. And now you put boundaries up, and you may have a little bit of mental exhaustion, maybe depression because this was such a long battle, and you are looking over your shoulder. You're watching, you're making sure this mistake never happens again. Um, Learning your lesson, really. And that's what lessons are, is just, mistakes that you learn from. Um, and kind of somewhat paranoid, right? In reverse, look at now he's looking to the future. It's like, when is this going to be over? This is the battle continues, and it's like, oh, how much longer do I have to go? And you look where he is positioned in the card, quite a bit longer, actually. Just a little bit is behind him. 1/3 is behind him. 2/3 are still in front of him. Wow, judgment in reverse. Nobody is giving China any room. No one's giving them any room or any second chances. And so is this actually China? I remember, I want to really be clear here. This is not the Chinese people. This is the Chinese government. I would never want somebody to think that I am a representative of my Canadian government and label me as such, as a communist or whatever, just because my government happens to be communist. So I don't do that to the Chinese people. This is nothing about the Chinese people. This is the country and the government that's running them right now. Wow. They're really embarrassed. That bridge is going down. It will never be put back up again. Whatever the bridge was for, it could be for very many reasons. Maybe they don't have the money. Maybe it'll just take so much to clean it up, or they're just really embarrassed and they don't want anybody to see that. This is when judgment in reverse is no redo. No, your chances are over. Also, the Hermit is Virgo, which is work. So they may be blaming the workers. They may be blaming the workers, which we know what happens in China. You have to pay for your own bullet. Big regrets. Big regrets. Somebody may have offered them help. Perhaps Russia, North Korea, maybe somebody said, oh, you should really do this, or you really should do that, or would you like to use our concrete? And they said no. And now they have big regrets. Yeah, I think, yeah, they're going to try and they're going to blame other people. Five of Swords upright, they're going to kind of bully, they're going to kind of make it look like they've done nothing wrong, meaning the government. And it was, these two poor guys here. Some kind of offering. Ace of Cups. Somebody's going to offer something. I wonder if that's coming like from another country to help them rebuild it, or I didn't read if anybody was on the bridge at the time of the collapse. They overpaid for this bridge by a lot. I think there was some corruption with this bridge. I really do. I think there was some corruption. King of Cups in reverse. 9 of Cups in reverse. I think they were too smug about this. I think they may have tried to rush this bridge. There was some kind of emotional attachment to this bridge. Was it somebody's, name on it? Like, I know we name bridges here after people sometimes. Especially we just have 2 bridges here in Edmonton, and we had 2 police officers killed on duty. And so those 2 bridges have each of the police officers' name now. But there's some kind of, and that's why I'm saying this King of Cups here. Perhaps somebody was really smug and greedy and said, I'll help pay for the bridge, but you have to put my name on it or something like that. And now now they're quite upset about it. that they're attached to this bridge, or perhaps it's like a statesman, who had to push this bridge through for whatever reason. I think it went over budget. I think there was definitely somebody here who was pushing it too fast, and now they're living with the consequences because they were so smug and smart and said, "Look, we got it done, under time, under budget." Um, but there's definitely some corruption here. Definitely some corruption here. Some gaslighting going on as well. It's not all is what it seems. Not all is what it seems. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. There was overspending here, over budget. Perhaps they wanted like some crazy things done on there that were unnecessary, or perhaps they bought really cheap items, but it definitely overspending. Look at another 8 in reverse, 2 8s in reverse. This bridge wouldn't have lasted very long anyways. There's something very wonky about this bridge. 2 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Oh, the Tower. There it is. This is the hand of God. It has something to do with nature why this bridge went down. And if you could see, it comes out of the mountains to cross a river. And so perhaps they didn't shore up these mountains well enough. When you go to look at the video, look, they've got these little air tunnels down here. It starts here and then the whole bridge collapses. And like I said, I'm afraid to put the video on. I don't want to strike. So just Google it. China Bridge collapse. You'll see the whole video. I'm going to say that this is a harbinger. I'm going to say that there is an ending coming for China that we don't see. I am going to say there is a collapse. Interesting, Xi Jinping did not show up here. We do have this King of Cups in reverse. Who is that? I don't know. Could be a king in waiting. Could be somebody trying to overtake Xi Jinping, but is not succeeding right now. Knight of Wands here also is telling me there could be some kind of military action. I'm going to say China has overspent. This lady says that China could be up to $2 trillion. There is a lot of gaslighting going on. But I think we are going to see whether that's Russia, North Korea, somebody's going to offer them some kind of partnership, handout, something. It's somebody they're already close to. Could it be the United States? It could be. United States is a Cancerian, July 4th, and the bird here could be indicative of an owl, and there's the pill, right? So all I'm seeing here is poison pill, which would help get rid of the communist government. So could there be a hand from the United States? Canada is also a Cancerian country. Canada seems to be a little bit closer to China, but Canada doesn't have the wherewithal to help overthrow a government. I'm going to say with this Tower card, we are absolutely seeing a harbinger of the collapse of China. They have nowhere else to go. I think they've overspent. They're running out of money. They're trying to distract us from things. And 8 of Wands in reverse is you're not going anywhere. And 8 of Cups, you're stuck, inertia. Knight of Wands here could be like a type of a military coup. King of Cups isn't necessarily military. That's why I'm wondering. I don't think it's Listen, this could be Canada. Our prime minister is a king of cups, and he's not a very good one, so that's why it could be in reverse. I'm going to call it, I think it is a harbinger of the end of China. The end is near. So hang on, Chinese people who don't agree with the communist government. Hang in there. Help is on the way. Especially the hand of God here, which just tells me it's a big cycle that's about to end. Thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Fare thee well.